Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. This is Yetta Pearl. I'm so glad that you've decided to join me. So a little while ago, I was asking my angels how to get more subscribers on this channel. It's still pretty new, but you know, I'm ready definitely for it to grow. I love it. I'm having so much fun doing this for you and with you. And so they said to me that I would have to ask you guys. So I'm directly asking you if you would please hit the subscribe button to help this channel grow. And as soon as I get to 100 subscribers, then I'm going to offer one free reading. I'm going to do a draw and give away one free reading, to a personal reading to a person. And then we'll get to connect a little bit closer, and that'll be my first goal. You know, of course, I'm going to end up doing that again because I want it, number one, to continue to grow, and because I really just love doing these readings and connecting with the people and understanding how they are looking for growth. Yeah, it's really awesome. Anyway, that's enough about that. So this is your general angel reading for the week of August 16th through 22nd of 2021. And because it's a general reading, hang on, just kind of organizing the cards. Because it's a general reading, some parts of this may not fully resonate with you, and that's totally fine. You just take the parts that do and leave the rest. And they will look after themselves. They'll just be for somebody else. No big deal. Okay, let's see what your reading is telling you this time. Your angels. Well, this looks pretty good. Yeah, this looks pretty good. It looks like you are experiencing some inner growth. Here's your strength. And you have so much strength already. Like, strength of character, you have, okay, I was going to say focus, but it's not quite focus. It feels like you've learned a lot of that, but you maybe feel like you have more to learn. And, you know, of course you do. Everybody does. You know, you're not done learning until you transition, right? And even then, probably not. I don't know what it's like over there. But so you have so much strength. So whatever it is that you're deciding you want to accomplish, you have everything it takes. Feels like there's some doubts in the back of your mind, that it's almost like that you're presenting this wonderful face to the world, saying that, well, yes, of course, this is what I'm doing, and you know, it's different than I thought I was going to do, but it's definitely something there now. And it's working out, and it's good, and I want it, and you know, everything is going forward. But in the back of your mind, there's something going, ooh, holy, I don't know, am I supposed to be doing this? Do I want to do this? Like, feels like there's those questions. And your angels are saying, like, if you're wondering if you have what it takes, yeah, absolutely you do. You do. You have all the support, you have all the resources, you have all the help. They're saying, ask some questions about whatever it is. But yes, definitely you can do this. You know, there's some unanswered questions yet, that's all. And so those things, they're going to reassure you when you do get the answers to those questions. But that's not really what they're talking about. They're talking about your own inner strength. Sorry. There. They're talking about your inner strength, and you have everything. And you always have. Like, you know how to get this done. You know how to spend the time. You know how to be dedicated. You know all that stuff, right? And so you have all that integrity, is what it comes down to, that to keep you on the right track, to keep you going, to keep you accomplishing, and going with the flow, kind of, you know, when things, you know, you're kind of doing this and this and this, and then you go, oh, that's, I don't know, doesn't, it's not working quite as well as it used to, or as I want it to, or whatever. So you just kind of go, okay, well, let's do this instead then. And, and you have all that. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. There is something coming that is a bit of a wake-up call. It does not feel like a calamity or anything like that. I think they were just telling you to ask some questions. I think some of those answers are what is the wake-up call. Some of those things are things that you just didn't think about before. And, they weren't hidden in particular. You just didn't know about them. You didn't even know enough to ask the question. So something is coming up now that's going to make you ask the question, or somehow the answer will come to you. Whether you ask the question or not, you'll get the answer. And that'll be somewhat of a wake-up call. It'll be a different perspective that you didn't know about before. It might make you pause a little, is how that feels. You might kind of slow down and go, whoa, I got to think about that for a bit, Yeah, chances are things are still going to proceed. Whatever it is you've been working on, it's partway through, kind of, is what it feels like. You're going to see things through to the end, and it's not like the bitter end or anything like that. It feels like anything that you already started, you're going to address it and either continue it or choose a different path based on what you're learning from this. It'll feel a little bit like, wah, right? But in the end, it's a really good thing that you're learning this now, so that you have the opportunity to make the choices. Yes. And so to make the choices, be alone for a little bit. Let the world be calm. Let the world around you be silent. Let your thoughts just settle. It's not really meditation. It's just letting yourself be without distractions, without other people. Go do something, by yourself. And, as implied on the card, go be in nature. And let yourself really feel and think through the whole thing, right? It feels like you just haven't given yourself time to do that. You've been kind of go, 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 and it's time now to just sit with it and see what it feels like. And consider, whatever that new thing is that you've just learned, right? There are always other options, is what the angels are saying. There are always other options. You're not locked into anything. Some parts of it you might be, and you'll definitely fulfill your obligations. But if there's something that is really, really changing how it was represented or something like that, then you have the opportunity to make different decisions. And so you owe it to yourself to really take some time, some quiet time, and really figure it out. Really get it so that it fully resonates with you. Yes. Okay. This looks really good. The rest of it, the first part, it's a little bit, it's deep stuff, right? It's inner stuff. You're doing some work, and you're having a lot of inner growth, which is, it's not always easy, doesn't always feel really good, but it's so necessary for your personal growth, and you'll really enjoy it later, because later you'll understand how much you learned with that, and how you are advancing as a human. You'll get to know yourself and love yourself more than you already do. Yeah, you'll like it. You will. And so, debt paid off. That feels really awesome, doesn't it? Yeah. So something is coming up soon that you'll be finished making your payments on. Okay, so they're saying dedicate yourself to this, because you want to be out of debt, right? You want to, put all, right now, excuse me, I just burped my cucumber. Sorry, too much information. Anyway, you want to dedicate yourself to putting all your resources towards your debt, as you know, as much as possible, and that way that debt is paid off. Because whatever is coming up, it's like you're going to need it or something. It'll always, of course, it's always in your best interest to pay off your debt, but at the same time, it's like it's more important for you right now. So really, really concentrate on doing this, because it'll work out much better for you in the future. So this, it's kind of it almost feels like it doesn't really fit with the rest of the reading. But flowers. Now it is beautifully this time of year, August, you know, when the flowers are blooming, they're at their peak. So, you know, when you're doing your time in solitude, maybe you could find a beautiful flower garden to just lay down in the middle of. You know, it doesn't have to be a formal garden. It could be wildflowers. It could be dandelions. Who knows, right? Who cares? As long as it's a place that makes you feel good. And flowers tend to do that. They uplift our spirits. They're beautiful, so we enjoy looking at them. We like smelling them. You know, all those things. Just spend some time with the flowers. Okay, and this is also kind of code words, you know, for taking a break. Give yourself a break where you're kind of doing nothing, you know. We're back now to this solitude. Give yourself the time to just enjoy your surroundings and love them and have fun and relax, rest. Yes, it's time. It's also the flowers. You know, if you have essential oils, that's what's coming to mind. Like that is what that is the essential oil of flowers and plants and leaves and things like that. See if there's somebody that, if you don't know too much about them, then find somebody who does and describe to them how you've been feeling and see if there's one that will assist you. Yeah, and so this is either physical or mental or emotional or spiritual, because you're doing all that growth in the first part, right? So take all the help you can get. Yeah, it's a tool and it assists you more than you realize. Yeah, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Some of you won't be surprised at all. You'll know because you've been doing it. Yeah, that's how that feels. Okay, and the answers to all your questions is coming by winter. So it's not very far away. I know it still feels like midsummer and everything, but winter is not very far away. So everything is lining up in your row. You're doing all your hard work, all your inner stuff. You're asking your questions, getting your wake-up call answers, and understanding again your own self and what you want and how you want to proceed. And by winter, everything is lining right up for you to step forward confidently. It feels really good. Yeah, it feels really good. It feels like a sense of completion, a sense of progress, of knowing your path and walking on it. You know, it feels very much at home. Yeah. So however that resonates, like whatever avenue of your life you're talking about, the angels are not being very specific about this right now. So everything that they're saying here is not specific to any one set of circumstances. This is just meant to apply to whatever comes to mind for you, right? Because there are so many different people. I mean, this could be almost anything. And so whatever it is you're thinking about, and you know, for some of you, you're thinking, well, I don't know, this is pretty minor. You know, I wouldn't really say that it's a big wake-up call. It was just a tiny little thing. Okay, it could be that. It's still a wake-up call, right? And for other people, well, it could be a bit bigger. And you know, some of you might even trip you. But either way, now you know that your angels have your back, that they're always there. They're giving you this heads up. to help you with your week. They're telling you to use the essential oils and flower essences in order to help you make your decisions and help you feel fine while you're doing it, right? And help you heal from things that you may have happened before or whatever. And then the reassurance here that by winter things are resolved. So it's feeling really good, like it's just comfortable now by the end of the reading. It's pretty cool. Okay, so let's grab the daily guidance cards and see what's one last little bit of advice. Hang on, card went flying. There it is. Grounding yourself. So that's also part of that being in solitude. It's, of course, it's part of daily life, but ground yourself. So let's do that right now. Put your feet on the ground, on the floor, wherever you are. Okay, close your eyes. Beautiful, deep, cleansing breath. And having your feet flat on the floor, or, on the bed. If you're laying down, just put your feet flat so that you can feel the bottoms of your feet contacting a surface. And feel how your roots grow from the bottoms of your feet. And they grow down through the floor and through however many floors there are, and they grow directly into the earth. And they grow stronger and longer, and they keep going through all the layers of earth until they get to the very center, and they wrap around that amazing, huge crystal that's there. So now you have access to all the energy of all the crystals, because that is the seed crystal. So every time you inhale, you're pulling all that up through your roots, all that beautiful crystal energy. And then, as you're pulling the energy back through your roots towards yourself, well, you're going through all those layers of earth again. And that contains all the wisdom, everything that mankind has learned in all the centuries, right, is embedded in the earth. So you get access to all that wisdom and all that consciousness. And you're pulling that in also with every breath. And as you come closer to the surface, now you have access to all the nutrients that are in the soil. So let's take a deep breath. Pulling all those things up through your roots into your feet, and it's flowing up your legs, up through your hips, into your torso, shoulders, down your arms, up into your neck, and fills your head. And as you keep breathing, you're pulling all that energy up, and it fills you completely, and it overflows into your energy field all around you. And as it's flowing, it's moving. And so anything that's kind of been stuck or stagnant within your energy now gets dislodged or gets pushed along, right? So that things can flow again. And as you fill up completely, then it overflows your crown chakra and reaches to the divine. So your inhale, and you're pulling energy from the earth up, out to the divine. And when you exhale, you're pulling energy from the divine back down through you and out your feet. So it's a constant circulation. In and out, in and out. And it's happening whether you're consciously thinking about it or not. And that is how you stay grounded and stay connected and stay, with access to all the wisdom that there is on offer everywhere. And it's beautiful. Yeah, my feet are so tingly right now, and the rest of me, it's amazing how grounding feels. So, if you'll just take one more minute with me and send a bunch of that grounded energy to the world. Let's pretend I have my globe here. I just forgot to bring it out. So let's send all that energy to all the people. Everyone needs to be grounded. Everyone needs to connect with Mother Earth. And that brings about healing and knowledge and wisdom and beauty. Thank you so much, Capricorn. I'm so pleased that you've joined me. I appreciate you very much, and I love you, and I will see you next week.